Hiya! So I'm just going to do the rest of your numbers for you, like I promised. So, right, let's have a look. So what I know you wanted to talk about was you wanted to talk about relationships and if there was an upcoming relationship for you. So what I did for you was I did cycle numbers. Okay, so cycle numbers mean every time you have a new birthday, you have a new cycle, you go into a new cycle range. Okay, sometimes you start your cycle, you go into the middle of your cycle. Like, I'll give you an example. So if you're born on a certain day and you start a new cycle after birthday, which could be a 1 year cycle, you'd be coming into a 11 or a 12 or 13, or if it's a 2 year cycle, it'd be 20, 21, 22, 3 year cycle, 4 year cycle, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I made some notes, and so I'm going to read off some notes and things like just to jog my memory so I can remember what I need to find out for you and tell you. So I hope this is all right for you. Okay, so here we go. So your last birthday is the 7th of the 10th, and it's going to be 2020, okay, which was last year's number. So what happens to everybody is everyone thinks that their birthday is from January to February. That's their new year. That's only some people's new years, okay? Your new year is from the 7th of the 10th, okay, whenever you're born. So every time you have a new year, that's the new number you're going to get. Okay, so every new year, that's when you're going to feel amazing. Okay, not January, yippee, because you're still in your old number from October. Okay, so October's numbers, last year's number, 10th of the 7th, 2020, it broke down to 21.3. Okay, and so right, the numbers which pertain to partnerships and relationships happens to be a 2, and you are in a 2-year cycle, and you started your 2-year cycle last year. So 21 was one of the 2 years. So you start on 20, but 21 is one, the self going forward in a relationship, in a partnership, right? So it comes out to 3. So there's going to be a lot of fun towards it. A lot of energies coming into your life. So that's from last year. You had a lot of energy. You had this feeling of you want to do things, see people and stuff. And unfortunately, we're in lockdown a lot of the time. So what could you do? So you felt really frustrated. You must have felt like, I've got all this energy to do things and I can't go anywhere. And that must have been a real bummer. But not to worry, because your number from last year does not finish until your birthday in October. And hey, we're in February now. So you've got a lot of time for this to come true for you. I'm so happy to tell you that, okay? So the numbers from last year's number means travel, which you didn't do much of course, change, reward, success, and new worlds. I'll come back to that in a minute, okay? So there's opportunities for you, so you mustn't overlook them, okay? They're all around you. And 3 brings in ideas as well. A lot of ideas are coming into your head, what you can do. It's difficult if you're on your own, because you are a number 1 number, your life number is 1, but because you're in a 3-year, which comes off as 21.3, it means that there's a partnership involved in this decision making for you. But remember, your intuition is great this year, right? You have, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 8 years of deep intuition, so you know what to do for yourself, where to go, okay? And you get that balance, which is not normally around you, but it is now. You're going to be living and breathing a 2-year cycle, which means a lot of balance, a lot of things coming to you, lots of intuition, that sort of thing. And partnership is one of the biggest things in that. And emotions are very big in this time. Okay, so watch your emotions. Right, let's see, what else did I write? So, right, yeah. Okay, you can do all of this with a partner, as I was saying, and it should be fun. But you must listen to yourself in this year. So from last year to this year, must listen to yourself, okay? Because your intuition is really spot on, okay? So yeah, so don't worry about losing your inner voice. It's going to be there with you for a long time, okay? So yeah, deep. So I wrote down there before your 3-year leave. Yeah, also yeah. So there is a lot of movement in this number. right? So just make sure you do have everything. So this number also pertains to getting rewards, getting things that you want. So you're setting everything up with your ideas and everything to get what you want. There's a lot of creativity in this number as well, so you're doing a lot of creative things or dreaming about a lot of creative things. Watch your money, because money you can slip through your fingers. You do spend a lot, right? So through lockdown and everything, everyone spent a lot, but this number does govern a lot of spending, a lot of money going out of your fingers, not holding on to a great amount of it. So just watch that, okay? So yeah, but there is still success coming to you. So don't worry about it. Don't worry so much, because things are coming, things are moving in the right direction. Yeah, we had that space of lockdown, but I think that was more for you to get your ideas together, consolidate what you need to be thinking about to move on to the next section, okay? So yeah, okay. So the number also, it breaks down to, you've got plus, right, and you've got negative part of the number. Try not to go down to the negative part of the number, right, because you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be self-indulgent or anything like that. So you must try and listen to that negative, not listen too much to that negative number, okay? So yeah, watch out for losing your emotions, okay, and losing control of things. That's the part of the negative side. Just watch that. Listen to the voices in your head again. It'll tell you when you're doing that sort of thing, right? Now be careful. Alright, so through legal, be careful of any legal documents which are coming into your hands, because you might not understand them or see them clearly. Really listen to yourself, examine what you've got in front of you, and really look at it deeply, right? Because you don't want to miss anything. And try not to think of your family as a burden, because they sort of are, but they're not, because this is when you go down to negative. When all your emotions are spent and you're not having a good time, this is what you start thinking about. Your family is a burden, things go wrong like that. Try not to look like that. Look at it. Examine things carefully, definitely. There are opportunities for you still in this year. They're coming up and things have to be fulfilled, okay? And yeah, and your dreams can be fulfilled. And remember, I said this number 2 is a partnership number. So there's partnerships to have and lots of opportunity, because in this number it's also like a married number. So these numbers pertain marriages with them, 2s and all that. That's what I mean by partnerships. So, but there's partnerships. A marriage is also not a marriage between a man and a woman. It's friendship marriages. You can get people in your life at this moment which is going to help you, and that becomes your partnership as well. Although you might be looking for love, that still comes in this year. You've got a lot of time ready to get love, because this is, you just started this number. You're still on 21, so next year is going to be 22, and that's more 2s. As I said, 2s are partnership numbers. You're so lucky that this is what you've been after, and it's in your grasp to get, okay? So let me see what else is there. Yeah, it's quite a good one actually. So right, so next time what's going to happen is your numbers is going to change, okay? So what it's going to be, you're going to get 22. So the 22 is coming into life, because 22 turns out to be 4, okay? So watch out for that. So this is what happens. So we add up your number. So the 7th of the 10th 2021, 7th of the 10th 2021, okay, that adds up to 22-4. 22 is a master number, okay? So this is great. So we're going to look at certain parts of numbers. 22 is a master number, but the negative, it adds up to 4, and the negative part of that, the negative part of 4, we'll talk about that as well, okay? So, but we really want you to be the master number 22. Right, so that's your next birthday coming. So your next birthday is 7th of the 10th, 2021. As you know, of course, this is coming up for you. So there's more changes coming. There's stability coming into your life, which is great. It's a good time. It's a good time to go towards your goals and get your foundations right. Because what happened in last year, which is this year, as I said, 2020, was you had all these ideas and it all came up for you, right? So you had all these ideas and you need to implement them. So your next birthday, that's when you put your foundations down. You ground yourself, ready for these new ideas to come to fruition. Okay? So, that's all right. Yeah, there's some big plans coming for you next birthday, I would say. So, yeah. People find you making plans. Da, 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 da. Yeah, right. So, the thing about the 22, it's an emotional number. 22 is quite emotional, and it's not those type of emotions where you go plah. It's an emotional number for you where you hold your emotions in check. And what that means is a lot of people are going to come towards you who have problems, people who need advice. They will find you. You won't have to look for them. They will all find you. Friends, family, strangers, they will find you, and they need to say something because you have something to help them. You're going to help a lot of people in your next birthday in different things. So you have all these different ideas will come up. And the ideas came from last birthday, which comes into your life, and it's going to be in there instilled. So you're going to be able to help a lot of people, and they will help you in return. Okay, so don't get too sensitive, because when that happens, you can get quite sensitive, because people around you know you can make you feel a bit sensitive. Just listen to your inner voice, and if you have a problem, talk to someone who you really trust, and tell them what's happening to you, and then what will happen is then listen to the voice and you'll know which way to go. So just be careful of your sensitivity, because people are going to come and offload on you with problems they have, and it's got nothing to do with you, but you're going to be able to help them with that. But other people who might think that, ooh, I might be able to say something to her, you know, or have a dig at her. Don't worry, just remember, you know if these people are around you, you know the bad people around you. Just listen to the voice inside and it will tell you what to do. You're going to get some great balance here. This is a good time for balancing. Now remember I said last year, which was 2020, you spent a lot of money. Well, this time you won't be spending a lot of money. This is quite a good time to hold on to things. Okay, you can hold on to that. Mostly, and your emotions were all over the place last year. This time your emotions are more in check this year. It's coming, your next birthday coming 2021, which is in October, okay? So when you think that people are getting to you, just take a deep breath, breathe, relax, and really think about what they're saying and stuff like that. Then you realise you know what to say back, and they're not really getting to you, so don't worry about that. Okay, so don't be afraid though, don't be afraid of things, because that can be the negative side of this number, because it's a master number, it's stronger than the 2, and if it breaks down to the 4, you only get the bad parts of the 4. So remember, don't be afraid of things, because this is what the 4 can bring up, fear. It can bring up all this fear, and you don't want that. You don't want that 4 fear. Nuh-uh. Okay, so no way you want that 4 fear. So just remember to breathe, okay? Ground yourself, and then you'll get the right information you need to assist you, all right? So there's still travel available in this year, because what's happening, like next year, 2020, when you move on through 2020 up to your next birthday, you hit a 5, and the travel is coming strong. A lot of travel will be coming into your life. A lot of change is coming. That is going to be 2022. 2022, wow, it's going to be great. Okay, really good. But that's for another reading, okay? So what I wanted to say to you is just relax and breathe. You are in a partnership year cycle. So these lots of, you've got 8 years of this. You will find that partner you're looking for. Listen to your intuitions, because it's spot on. Don't let your friends say to you, oh, that's the one, because that could be just because they like them. It might not be right for you. Listen to your inner voice. You have the answers. No one else has the answers but you. You have the answer, okay? So that's what I'm going to say to you. So have a good one. Bye.